Have you ever worked incredibly hard for something? Maybe a promotion you spent years chasing, or that brand new car sitting in the driveway, only to finally get it, hold the keys in your hand, and feel nothing. Or maybe even worse than nothing, you felt a creeping sense of anxiety. It's a strange, hollow feeling. In American culture, we have names for the rat race that leads us there. We talk about keeping up with the Joneses or running on the hedonic treadmill. We tell ourselves that if we just run a little faster or buy a slightly bigger house, the feeling of satisfaction will finally stick. But it rarely does. Welcome to The Last Read, where we turn books for your ears into wisdom for your life. Today, we are breaking down a book that acts as a skeleton key for this specific modern exhaustion. It's called Wanting by Luke Burgis. If you have ever felt that emptiness after a major achievement, or that sudden pang of envy when scrolling through Instagram on a Tuesday night, I want you to know, you are not crazy. You are under the influence of a hidden psychological mechanism that controls perhaps 90% of the decisions you make. To understand this mechanism, we have to challenge the story you tell yourself about who you are. We love to cherish the idea that our desires are authentic, that they bubble up from deep within our own unique souls. We tell ourselves, I bought this Tesla because I care about the environment, or I became a lawyer because I have a passion for justice. Luke Burgis argues that this narrative is the romantic lie. Drawing on the work of French polymath René Girard, Burgis reveals that we don't desire things in a straight line. It's not just you and the object you want. The geometry of human desire is actually a triangle. There is you, there is the object, and then there is the third hidden point, the model, the person showing you what to want. We are effectively just grown-up toddlers. If you put two toddlers in a room with a pile of toys and one picks up a specific truck, suddenly the other toddler needs that truck. Not because the truck changed, but because the first toddler conferred value upon it. This is mimetic desire. We imitate the desires of others. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Usually, we don't actually want the object. The object is just a prop. What we really want is the being of the model. We think, if I have that Stanley Cup or that job title, I will possess the same quality of coolness or success that he has. Now, this isn't always bad, but Burgis explains that it becomes dangerous depending on who you are modeling. He breaks the world down into two places, Celebristan and Freshmanistan. In Celebristan, your models are distant, like Elon Musk or George Clooney. You can copy their style without stress because you aren't competing with them. But in Freshmanistan, the models are your peers, your coworkers, your neighbors, your friends. This is where mimetic rivalry kicks in. When your neighbor gets the Porsche, you don't just admire the car, you feel like you're losing a game. This is the source of almost all workplace toxicity. The real war isn't against the CEO, it's between two mid-level managers fighting to the death over a slightly larger office. They fight so hard to be different that they become exactly the same, obsessed with the same petty status symbols. This constant, anxiety-fueled competition drives us toward what Burgis calls thin desires. These are the wants we catch from other people, like a flu. They hit us fast, they feel urgent, but they have no roots. Think about a gadget in your closet you used once and now ignore. That is the ghost of a thin desire. We get the thing, the dopamine fades, and we are left looking for the next thing to chase. It is a cycle of endless dissatisfaction. So, how do we cure the disease? How do we get off the treadmill? Burgis says we must cultivate thick desires. These are the diamonds formed deep beneath the surface. Things like a 40-year marriage, the skill of writing, or serving your community. These desires are hard to fake and impossible to simply catch from a trend. To find them, you have to become anti-mimetic. This doesn't mean being a contrarian who hates popular things. It means having the ability to pause and ask a very difficult question. Would I still want this if no one else could see me have it? If the answer is no, let it go. Burgis suggests using the deathbed test. Fast forward to the end of your life. Are you going to care about the brand of watch you wore or the job title you had at 30? Probably not. You're going to care about the legacy you left and the relationships you built.
The goal of wanting isn't to stop wanting things. It's to ensure that you are the one holding the compass, not someone else. If you want to dive deeper into hacking this system, the link to buy Wanting is in the description. Thanks for listening to The Last Read. Subscribe for more, and until next time, check your compass.